Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. My name's Stone Rain Productions, but feel free to call me SRP if you like. Today I wanted to bring you a Set 6 Palpatine list. Yeah, I know the sideboard's got a million cards in it. I was debating on what I wanted to include, and it's a long list. Just completely disregard the sideboard for now. I wanted to bring you this list because I really like this leader a lot, and I've been working on something. I have a rotation list that I put out. You should be able to go check out now if you want as well. But this is the non-rotated version of the list. And I just wanted to go over it because I've been really enjoying this. I've got a pretty good win percentage with this, and I think this leader is really solid. So let's start off as we normally do with the leader. This is going to be a 7 deploy Chancellor Palpatine, Vigilance Villainy. We're just using a generic 30 hit point base. You can change it to whatever you'd like if you wish. But it's got an action where you can pay 1 and exhaust this leader, and search the top 5 cards of your deck for a card with Plot. Reveal it and draw it. Put the other cards on the bottom of your deck in a random order. So we really want to put a lot of cards with Plot in our deck for this. And there are some pretty good ones for sure. Now when Palpatine deploys on 7, you get to deploy up to 10 points or 10 cost worth of Plot cards with him, because his flip ability says that the next card you play with Plot is reduced by 3. So this flips on 7, so if we've got 7 resources and the next one is discounted by 3, it's 10 total. So it's pretty good. We get to get a very big leader flip, and we'll go over our different options as far as what we have for Plot. But let's just start at the top like we normally do, and we'll go from there. And I'll explain every card choice that I have in here and why. And a big spoiler of that is that most of the cards in here are going to be officials for one reason or another. And we're going to start off with a card that is not an official, Timely Intervention. It is a 1-cost event that allows us to play a unit from our hand with Ambush. We can also smuggle this out, so we can put it in our resource row and play it later, but the smuggle cost is 2 and command, which is not a problem. And this is just going to give our unit Ambush. And this is primarily for our Vader down here at the end. We'll get to that later, but that's the prime reason for it. There are some other really good interactions with it that we'll go over as we go along, but I'm sure they'll become obvious. We really want some key sentinels along the way as well. It's a very big part of this, and that's kind of what this Palp list does, is he puts the pieces in play, and then he puts others out to as a decoy to draw the attack away from the base. It's kind of what the deck does. It's pretty cool. First up, we've got our first unit, I should say. We've got the Imperial Dark Trooper. It's a 2-cost 3/3, no abilities. It's just an overstated, undercosted unit, and it's pretty good. Next up, our first Plot card is Jar Jar Binks. For those that aren't aware, Plot is an ability that when we deploy our leader, we can deploy any number of cards with Plot that we've set as resources and play them paying their costs when our leader deploys from the leader zone. So in this case, Jar Jar is a 2-cost unit. It's a 2/1, and it says when played you may give another friendly unit +2/+2 for this phase. That could be our leader, that could be a key sentinel that we have that we need to live. It can be a lot of different things. So it's definitely very good. Been great in testing so far, and really like it. Very, very good. Happy that Jar Jar got a playable card at least. Not saying he's the best character, I really couldn't stand him, but it's cool that they're giving him some respect, I guess. Anyway, next up, I'm sorry, Jar Jar is also an official too. Next up is Lobot is a 2-cost Sentinel. Lobot is a 0/4 with Grit, and it's a cool new unit from Secrets of Power, where if this gets attacked, we can attack something back, and because it's got Grit, it's going to have some power to it. Pretty nice addition. I like it quite a bit, and there's no affiliation with Villainy or Hero, so that's even better. Major Partagaz is really cool if the plan goes off as intended. And I really like this card. In testing, it's been great as well. It's 2-cost 0/6 with Overwhelm, and that may seem weird, but its ability is when another friendly official unit attacks, this gets +2/+2 for this phase. Now that is cumulative. So what do I mean by that? For each official that attacks before him this phase, it gets +2/+2. So if 5 officials attacked ahead of him, when he attacks, he'd get +10/+10, and with the Overwhelm. So it's pretty nice, and it's definitely a big beater. And this is why we need the Sentinels in place to kind of take the hits, so that we can attack with our other units and let Partagaz kind of do the final blow here. The best plot card, in my opinion, is this Chancellor Palpatine. It's 3-cost. 2/2 with plot, and it says when played, if you control a leader unit, which we're almost always going to, create 2 spy tokens and give those tokens Sentinel for this phase. It's got plot, as we mentioned. For those that aren't aware, spies are 0/2 tokens that have raid 2. They are also officials. Just keep that in mind for the purpose of Partagaz here. Very good at clogging up the ground. It makes it incredibly difficult for our base to get attacked, because we've got 2 Sentinels that they have to get through, and that's not even counting any that we may already have in play. So just really good at making the ground very tough to get through. Next up, another official is Cobb Vanth, and this is from set 2. Great card. Didn't really see a ton of play, but it's a good one. 3-cost, 3/2 official, and when defeated, we get to search the top 10 cards of our deck for a unit that costs 2 or less, discard it, and for this phase, we may play that card from our discard for free. So what can we get with that? We can get a Dark Trooper, we can get a Jar Jar, which is pretty nice with some of the Sentinels that we've got, where we can play it and potentially give a +2/+2. Lobot is the ideal one. That's what I want to get most of the time. And occasionally we want to get back Partagaz so that we can just attack with him later. Plus it's a free unit when Cobb dies, so it's pretty nice. Now I did put a General Grievous in here, and 3-cost 4/4s I think are on the rise, because there are so many 2-drops with at least 4 toughness now, and this is a 4/4 for 3, and this is also an official. So you can pretty much ignore the entire text on this, because we're never going to put lightsabers on him, so don't even bother reading it. We're treating this as, for the most part, a Knight of Ren, 3-cost 4/4. Following that up, we've got Nute Gunray, another card that has been very impressive for me. Also another official, 3-cost 3/4 with Grit, and when played and on attack, that's the best part, the on attack, you may give another friendly official unit Sentinel for this phase. So something other than Nute Gunray gets to become a Sentinel, and Nute gets to do what he does best and let somebody else get attacked. So good at that. Yeah, on play and attack is pretty nuts, so he's been great. Power of the Dark Side, I don't think anybody needs an explanation on that. It's been around since the beginning of the game. The opponent sacrifices a unit. Next up, Lieutenant Childson. This is one of the most annoying units in the game. I love him. And he happens to be an official, so we're playing him. This is almost always a 4-cost 6/6 Sentinel, but the base text is 4. He's a 2/2, and he's got Sentinel, and when we play him, You can reveal up to 4 vigilance cards from your hand. For each card revealed in this way, you get an experience on this unit. So it can be up to a 6/6 on your 4 resource turn. Next up, Masamita, Secrets of Power. Another plot card that we would like to get out. And this just makes a unit a little bit bigger. It's really good. This is also an official 4-cost 3/4. When played, we get to give an experience token to each of up to 2 other officials. And again, this has plot, so we just get to make something a little bit bigger with a Masamita. Again, this has also been a good card. I've been a little bit more impressed with Sly Moore, however, which is kind of cool because Sly never had a good card, really, in the past, so I'm glad that Sly finally got something good. 4-cost with plot, and this is another card that fits in perfect to kind of weasel out of damage. 4-cost, 2/6 when played. For this attack, each enemy unit gets -2/-0 while attacking your base. So they can attack our units all they want, but once they attack our base, you're not going to deal as much damage. It's great. Really, really good. I like this unit quite a bit. Cad Bane, I have 2 in here. It has plot. It's part of the Spotlight deck for Palpatine as well. So if you buy the Spotlight to get the leader, you'll also get these. You could very easily run 3, but I've just got 2 in here for now. This also has plot. 5-cost 4/5. When played, you may defeat a unit with 2 or less remaining hit points. Very simple, nothing too flashy, it's just a good way to finish something off. Then we've got No Glory Only Results. Just a good event to defeat a unit. Take control of a non-leader unit, then defeat it. It gets around the can't target things, where we can basically just gain control of them and then defeat it as though it was our own. Overwhelming Barrage. I don't really think anybody needs an explanation on this. +2/+2, and then it divides its damage as it chooses amongst enemy units. So it's actually it's any number of units, so you can even defeat your own if you really wanted to, but I don't really see a reason to do that. It's just a fantastic card, and when it rotates, the next best thing is the next card, which is our Craving Power right here. 5-cost, upgrade +2/+2 to the unit, and when it's attached, we get to deal damage equal to the attached unit's power to another unit, so we get to defeat something. So let's say we've got Cad, we play the Craving Power, becomes a 6/7, we get to deal 6 damage to an opposing unit. It's very good, very, very solid. The reason why we've got the Timelies in here in the first place is for the Vader. The card is just bonkers good, and that's really the only way that we have for Ambush in here. Did not want to commit to running ECL for this, so I'm just running 2 copies for now. And pretty much the Timelies are going to almost always be smuggled, unless we get lucky and draw it. But it's a 6-cost unit for a 5/6. When played, give a shield token to a friendly unit and an enemy unit, and on attack, defeat an enemy unit with a shield token on it. This is pretty much always 2 kills. You put a shield on him, you give him ambush, you attack, you kill something with a shield, then you run Vader into something else on the ground and defeat that. It's just really nasty when it works. Up next, First Light, 7-cost. This is also a plot card. It's not an official. Vader is also not an official. But it is a plot card. We want a critical mass of plot cards, at the very least, so we can keep our hand full. I don't particularly care for this card, but it's got plot, and it's a space unit, and I think it's okay. It's alright. But 7-cost, 5/7 with ambush. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may draw a card. So if there's something pesky in space and we need to get rid of it, this is kind of our go-to. With Palpatine, we're going to get to reduce the cost down to 4, which definitely makes it worth it. And lastly, our main inclusion here is 1 copy of Supreme Leader Snoke, who is also an official. This was released in set 2, and it says each enemy non-leader unit gets -2/-2. I've had a lot of fun playing this list. This leader is really, really good. I've had if you look at the sideboard, there was other cards that I was considering, and yeah, I just had a hard time deciding. So I just kind of threw everything in the sideboard at the end. So you can kind of see the list is also going to have the link. You're going to also see everything. So if you want an idea of the cards I was playing around with, or if you'd like to change something out, by all means feel free to do so. But yeah, this is just kind of the first build for Palpatine. I really like the plot mechanic, and hope that you like it too. And before I get out the door here, just want to say thanks for the support. Definitely appreciate it. Really means a lot to me, and certainly could use any subscriptions, likes if you can. Definitely would appreciate it, because it really helps me out a lot. And I'm still a pretty new content creator, still right around the 2-month mark or so. But if you could, please like and subscribe. No pressure. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm doing this because I like to do it, and I think it's fun. So thanks again for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Genuinely, I really appreciate it. I'm not just saying it. So thanks for checking out my my decks, and I just want to say, may the Force be with you, my friends. Hope that you're well, and hope everything's going well for you in your life. Take it easy, and thanks again for stopping by. Appreciate you.